Welcome, everyone, to another session of Flames of the Divine. Okay. Hey, Silo, would you like to go over what happened last session?
Alrighty. To my recollection, we left the Pride encampment, and we are currently still on our way out of the Valley of Death. We're at the city at the Order set, I believe. And we spoke to the Hyena Mafia, which I didn't get to do that, but that's fine. And they got to inform them about what transpired in the valley for a bit of information in return. I got a chalice, which lets me do a few other things. Me and Heaven had to, well, not had to, but we talked for a bit, had a bit of interaction at the bar. Sorry, that music's loud for me. Okay, hang on. Okay, and
turn that down.
Yeah, no, it's not you. It's Road 20 reset everything for some reason. They changed everything on me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just did that, and we talked to the alchemist in the city, and we got a potion that makes us really big and really strong. It is up in the air if Gregor or Talus is going to use that, I believe. I'm not too sure which one has it right now, but whoever does will probably be using it more. And we're on our way over to Lundrick, I believe.
Indeed. You basically, yeah, like, shall we say you basically just, there's nothing really else to do in the city, so shall we say you basically just set off at the beginning of the last section?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, not much else to do around here, really.
Yeah. So
we got places to be.
Let's see.
No, actually, before we do leave, Talus will pull Cielo aside for just a brief moment. Oh, yes, sorry I didn't tell you this sooner, Cielo, since I got the information the other day, but after everything that happened, it kind of slipped my mind briefly. It seems like someone has put out a bounty on your head for stealing if I remember correctly, a deck of cards.
Oh, he still believes I have it then.
Yes, and I know that probably irks you a little bit, but, well...
Yes, that it does. We have to deal with Leon before the bounty gets completed, or I might die from it.
Before the what gets completed?
The bounty, like before they kill me for a bounty.
Oh, right. Sorry, you slid the word a little bit, Neku. I didn't hear it properly. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But yeah, well, my own thoughts on that is okay, this is going to sound incredibly stupid, but just hear me out for a brief moment.
Okay.
So far, I'd say it's just Tallow and Celos. Well, of course, well, you and I would agree that it's for the best that Ladon does think you still have the deck of cards, right?
Yes.
Well, then
otherwise, he'll just assault the temple, and he'll be easily be able to get to that now.
Not only that, but, well, so long as he keeps thinking that, eventually, so long as we keep posing to be a problem for him, he'll eventually come for us himself, correct?
Maybe. Bounty lasts for a long time.
That they do, but if we pose too much of a problem for bounty hunters to come after, then eventually he'll feel like he'll have no other choice but to come after us himself. At which point we can take care of him.
You sound confident you'll be able to beat him.
Well, better we keep leading him around the note. Well, sorry. Better we keep leading him around the proverbial nose than for him to know the truth, right?
I suppose that's only going to stall, though. That doesn't really fix the issue.
Well, the only other way I can think of fixing the issue is to gut him.
Yeah. I feel like there's no way conflict can be averted.
Sometimes a man just wants one thing, and doesn't matter what you say to him, he'll get it no matter what he wants. Well, no matter what happens.
I suppose that's correct.
Anyway, I'm sorry if this brought the mood down a little for you. I just figured well, I just remembered it, and I figured I should let you know before it was too late.
Thank you. I just have to be a lot more careful now.
I figured this way it would be, well, it'd be a little easier for you since, well, the last thing I need is for that info to be coming out at the worst possible time for you to scream at me. You're surprisingly scary when you're angry.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Anyway, shall we get going? We got a long journey back to Lundruck.
Yeah, let's get going.
Alright, sorry about that little detour there, everybody.
Oh, you're done flirting? Good, let's go.
CeeLo pouts at that. She crosses her arms and begrudgingly keeps moving.
So, you head out on your journey to Lundruck. A roughly 3-week journey for judging by your last trip down. And you pass by through the mountains without much issue. You get further and further north. It gets well, a lot less humid. It doesn't rain randomly quite as often. The area just gets a little bit more temperate in general. Six days into the journey, it's just about midnight. Who's on watch?
I will be on watch, and Hope will be watching too. If he doesn't, he's not getting apples.
I will be on watch as well.
I assumed it would be Rudy because she doesn't sleep.
There you go. That's my watch.
This is my watch.
Bruh.
Evan, you're asleep. It's just Rudy and Silo. And, well... Uh-oh. So... Uh-oh. Rudy, you don't really notice anything, you say you're on watch, but as usual, you got your nose stuck in a book. Silo. You notice nothing until there's... Okay, there's you hear a rustling sound practically right next to you. You look at it, and you see a hooded and cloaked figure who just grabbed your bag.
My personal bag?
Your personal bag. The one with all your stuff in it.
Scylla huffs, and then she tries to fire an Eldritch Blast at the man.
And okay, go ahead
Actually,
and go ahead
I'm-
and roll the attack.
Can I change
Did-
the attack? I meant to say lightning lore, but
Lightning lore. Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll. That's a strength and save, right?
yes, 15.
Do the rest of us get woken up by this?
Okay, so yeah, that hit. So yeah, that definitely hits. And it's a big zappy sound, so I'm gonna say yes. And so also the area gets lit up by all the lightning, and so you see, so you actually get a good look at who's trying to steal from you. You see a tabaxi woman modeled after a leopard.
Okay.
And yeah, this is awkward. And she makes it, and she reaches. She's like, you're all awake to see this, and she reaches into her pocket. And I want everyone here to roll initiative because she's about to try and bolt. I have no map for this because this is very likely to be a chase.
I was gonna
I
say
do-
I can't click on myself.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
do
yeah,
have hold. I do have hold person.
Well, if you roll high enough, yeah, I'll drag your characters out so you can, yeah, like, and yeah, you
Should I
do
just roll again?
I'll just add you all manually.
Okay.
I can also use spike growth on them.
Actually, no. Actually, yeah. Just.
Hope has a 7. Scylla had a 9.
Okay. One moment. Let me just get everyone on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We're
Where am I?
We're getting
Okay.
a lot of feedback from your mic.
Who's
Me?
Corax and Heaven.
Sorry.
Okay. And there's hopes. Okay.
Very funky encounter we got here.
Yeah. Yeah. Please bear with. Okay. Yeah. Everyone else roll initiative again. I will use your originals. All numbers. I just need you to get you all on the.
Wow, I almost got the same roll again.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes.
So I need to re-roll, or
Please.
My
do
original
that.
was 6.
I was hearing that. Sorry, Dan. What did you say?
Yeah. Please do re-roll.
Okay.
Okay, we will be using your original roll though, so you did get an 8. I'm afraid.
Dang it.
Rip.
Okay.
Scale's a little messed up.
Okay. All right. So, you're all basically lying down. We'll say you're all within 30 feet of her. You're all about, for the purposes of this, we'll say you're about 30 feet from her. This, she's in this position basically. Just for starting out. So, Rudy, you're first.
Yep. How I can see pretty far, right?
Far enough to see her, yes.
Can I see further than that?
Yes. She's 30 feet away from you. You can see 60 feet.
Okay, okay. Rudy is going to sigh, close a book, stand up, and just look to the lady.
On her or behind her?
So I don't hit CeeLo, basically.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that's a 15. Okay. That's cocked. That's a 2 on the die. Yeah, okay, so... Alright, so you do hit... Like, it does hit her, but she seems to dodge some of it.
Evasion.
Yep.
The next one will be Magic Missile.
Yeah.
DM, I have a question.
Yeah?
Would Hope be next to me since we were, like, watching together, or would that just not be a thing?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. I'm seeing if Hope would be 5 feet with her because I lightning lured her towards me, so that means she would be 5 feet of me. Is that correct?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just make sure.
Yeah, she is within 5 feet of it. Oh, and also, speaking of which, I need to apply damage for the lightning lure also. Forgot to do that. Yeah, so... Oh, right, sorry. Rudy?
I'm also going to move 30 feet. I don't know how far 30 feet is, but if it gets me to around to the other side, I'll move there.
It doesn't get you quite to the other side. And it gets you, but it gets you basically right up next to Silo.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, distraction, and so as her action, she pulls out of her pocket, like Silo and Rudy, you both get a glimpse. You both get a look at it. It seems to be an apple made out of gold, and then she just hurls it into the middle of the camp. And I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw. Rudy, make it with advantage because this is a charm effect. DC 18.
And anyone who's about within 10 feet of Talos gets to make a +2 to their roll.
I'll call that Silo in heaven.
Fuck's sake,
Is
I'm
it a
rolling bad tonight.
Mo wisdom stat.
Is it a magical effect?
It is a magical effect.
Alright, I get advantage on that, I believe.
Where's Silo's roll?
Actually, it does target humanoids.
Nope.
Okay.
Just anyone. Yeah.
Okay. So that's 24.
Okay, so Silo, you're the only one who passes. Everyone else, that golden apple strikes the ground, and suddenly it's all you can think about. You have to have it. It all you can think about is to just like grab it and just scramble. Oh, actually, Silo, for funsies, have Hope make it as well because Hope likes apples. I know.
Yo, was
Okay.
that apple?
Yeah. Hope gets advantage too.
Yeah. So he does. Roll.
That's a 14.
I'm afraid it requires an 18. This is a pretty powerful apple.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't even make the this. This is just the item as is from the module I plundered.
So evil.
Yeah. So, with most of you thus distracted, she's going to use her feline agility and bolt, and she's 120 feet away before anyone can blink. Yeah, action and bonus action to dash. So Silo, CeeLo, you are capable of making an attack of opportunity if you want. Because she did not disengage.
I don't have much I can do without a cantrip, so
Hmm.
I will do this.
Like, whoa, bye. Thanks for understanding. CeeLo, it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
She's 120 feet away.
Yep. It was her action and bonus action to dash, plus her feline agility to double her speed for one turn.
Would hope still be considered charmed if I take him out of the game and put him back in.
That's okay. You'd be taking the apple. You'd be taking him out of line of sight of the golden apple. Actually, Heaven. You know what? That's actually a good point, Heaven. Like, go ahead and roll one of your hit die to try and add that to the wisdom save. You need to roll high for it to work, but it might.
All right.
Heaven, you
7.
pass. Heaven passes. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
baby.
You are also not taken. She's still bolted, but you are free of the apple's influence. Yeah. So yeah, I have it. Remember, if you want to use that, just say it basically acts as bardic inspiration.
Okay.
So, and CeeLo, it'll take a hope out of the line of sight of that apple. So I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, I have to read a few implications real quick. Because it takes an action for me to take him out of the fight, right? Or is that a bonus action?
I don't know. Call up Find Familiar.
All right, I'll call up everything I have. It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, but to dismiss it as an action, and you dismiss it. Unless just one of your invocations lets you do was just bonus action.
I'm reading that. As action, while it's temporary dismissed, you can cause the reappear in occupied space. So that's 2 actions. Reading invocations. I believe that's all of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So what you're trying here would take 2 turns.
Okay. I will then. How heavy is the bag? Can I ask?
I mean, that bag had most of your stuff in it, so I don't know.
I'm just asking this because I'm not sure if it was a temporary thing or not. Didn't CeeLo put her stuff in Rudy's bag?
You told me to empty out the bag, so I didn't put everything in the bag.
Yeah, I
Okay.
believe that was temporary.
Alright, I wasn't sure. Continue.
I gotcha. So everything besides armor, basically, right?
Yeah, everything besides your armor and anything you might keep in your pockets.
Okay, well, I'll be keeping my weapons at hand too. They wouldn't be in my bag.
like-
So
Yeah. Like if you think it would go in your bag, it probably went in your bag.
would it be fair to say 25 pounds or a little bit less than that?
Well, how heavy is your inventory?
It's pretty heavy, but a lot of it's weapons and such too. And gold, I guess. Yeah, gold it would be in the bag too. So
your gold would be put in the bag, or it wouldn't.
it would be. I mean, where else would I put it? So it's a lot of gold.
Yeah, I think the gold. Like, I think the gold would put you over 25 pounds, unfortunately.
Okay. Oh, that wouldn't work then, regardless. All right. I can't do much. I can. Yeah, okay. I'll move 30 feet, 35 feet towards her. And then I'll call my familiar right next
Okay.
to her.
You know, that too would do the. It would actually do the trick of breaking the concentration. I think, because at this point, like, there's enough foliage and everything that she would be out of line of sight. Like, you wouldn't be able to see the apple from there.
From Hope?
Wait, you're summoning your familiar like right next to her, right?
I can't do that because my familiar is over there. It's still active, so that takes action for me to remove it. So I can't spend 2 actions to summon it again.
Oh no, what? Okay, what exactly are you doing here? Oh, you're like desummoning from Hope?
No, I'm summoning Faye.
Oh, you're summoning a Fae. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, which one?
I had to read which one it was because you didn't put the information on what each one does yet, so. Okay, I'll do Mirthful.
Mirthful. Okay. So, yeah, this little cutie right here.
Yep. And I'll shout out, keep her still.
And, okay. And she's gonna. And okay, so she's gonna. He's gonna stab him at the thief with her spear twice.
Yep.
And let me see. Yeah, that's gonna hit both times.
Okay.
So. Oh, that's math.
It's a lot of math, so it's
Yeah.
4, 7, plus d6, and then plus the d6 to force damage.
Yeah. Right. Okay, 13. Okay, so she. So Cheeky Shadow's gonna uncanny dodge one of those, and not be able to do much about the other.
Okay.
So she's used her reaction this turn.
Yes, but evasion doesn't take up a reaction, and if that's what you're thinking, that's just something it does.
No, I was just asking.
Yeah, she has used her reaction. Okay. So, and then she yeah, and then the Face Spirit is going to teleport behind her and force her to make a Wisdom saving throw.
She takes a 4.
A what?
She takes a 4.
A 4 what?
On her roll. I rolled a 1d20 when the day ended.
Oh. No, I'm not. No, I mean the Fae is gonna make a shadow make a saving throw.
I know. I have this right here.
She's going to take a 4 for the saving throw.
Oh, that
Yeah.
thing. Okay. Yeah, but I was so confused what you were talking about because you didn't click on the thing first time. Okay, yeah, that. Yeah, wisdom's not high. That absolutely will fail. So, Cheeky Shadow actually stops and goes, "Ah, you're cute. Want to come with me?" Hey, stop! You and your jokes. So yeah, she seems to have stopped after running for the moment. So she seems to have stopped running for the moment. Evan, you're next.
Okay. Okay. What kind of action is a feat?
What kind of action is a feat?
Yeah.
A feat isn't an action unless it says in the feat that it is.
Yeah, what feat are you talking about?
I was thinking of you. I don't know if I can see her or not first. Am I able to see her?
Okay, what are you trying to use here?
I was thinking of using Eldritch, my Devil Sight.
That's just a thing you have. You don't need to use any action for it.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah. So, you need to move forward up next to Silo to see her, and then you'd be able to see her. She is exactly 120 feet away right now.
I'll move next to Silo as.
Where Silo was.
Yeah, 30 feet. And since this is my farthest spell, I'm gonna shoot her with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, fire away.
And I'm shooting to clip, or like her heel or something.
Okay.
Come on.
That hits. Yeah, that absolutely hits. Though, you only get one. I mean, you only get two.
Oh.
You clicked it 3 times by accident.
Oh, sorry.
But that said, they both do hit. And you say you were aiming to clip. You actually, you hit her a little bit too hard there. You actually got a solid blow. Some solid blows in.
What? I took off her heels?
No, you were aiming for her heels. You kind of just hit her, hit her on the leg, and now like from what you can see from this distance, she appears to be in pain.
I don't think he's going anywhere. Ooh.
Yeah, like just for flavor, like you actually see her start moving, and she seems to be and like she seems to be limping. Purely for flavor. Okay, Hope. Like actually, since the four who got affected by the apple are all going all in a row, all four of you make either athletics or acrobatic to try and go for the apple. Yeah, so Hope, Gregor, Talos, and
Bruh.
yeah, like and Rudy.
It's weird to imagine Rudy being like.
Well, yeah, her mind is not
obsessed with an apple.
Yeah, but right now her mind is kind of not her own. Okay, Talos takes it. Yeah, like, no, like, Silo. No, like, Hope actually gets to it first and like snatches it up, and then Talos just grabs the apple and just like shakes it really hard and forces Hope to let go. Talos, this is your apple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's your apple, and you feel bound to jealously guard it. Like, no, this is your apple. No one else can have it ever. And the rest of you, the spell is broken, and you realize what just happened.
Bruh.
And,
Do I still have my action?
nope.
Okay.
That took up your turn.
Okay, well, let me know when it's my turn then. Continue.
So, Cheeky Shadow reads the room, in essence. And she's going to try and hide as her bonus action. And unfortunately, fails because she tries to use cover, but she forgets that the Fae you summoned is right there and you can see it, Silo.
Wedward, we've been waiting for a while. Does she have Silo's back?
Yes, she does.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that I made that clear from the beginning. And then, so she looks at, like, but yeah, so Seal, like, the Fae just, like, points at her, like, there she is! And she just looks up and is like, why would you betray me, cute little creature? And then she's just gonna use her action to start rummaging through the bag. Make an investigation check. Where is it? It's gotta be here. I can just rummage. And she doesn't seem to have found anything. And then she starts limping off again, but because her speed is impaired, she only makes it about 30 feet.
Actually, there is a deck of cards in there. Deck of tarot cards.
Wait, you don't keep that on you?
No, it's in my bag.
Oh, well, either way, she rolled low on investigation, so...
Okay, I'll just let you know.
Yeah. Silo?
I will hope it's very far away, so I'm going to desummon him. So he's gone. And I'm going to move 35 feet closer.
Okay.
And I'm going to have command the fairy to try and snatch the bag from her.
Okay, I think that's going to be an opposing dex check. Yeah, I'll make that an opposing dex check. Let's see. For the fairy, not bad. That's a 15 total. Wow. Oh, this Master Thief is not rolling very well at all tonight. Even if I applied her sleight of hand bonus, it wouldn't have helped. It's a 2 on the die.
Nice.
A master thief. Are you sure she's using an amateur?
Maybe she just
I'm
felt
using
really deleted by that blast.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah, you took out most of her remaining health with that blow. Uh-oh. So, the fairy just, like, snatches the bag. Wait, no, I need that, and now it's mine, and then the fairy just snatches it, and runs away cackling. And at this point, the charm effect is worn off. So, yeah, the thief is going to use her reaction to take an attack of opportunity with its short sword. And I'm pretty sure that hits.
Her AC is 16.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna hit. You got an 18.
Okay.
5 damage.
All right, she's at 40 or 35.
Yeah, I thought so. Heaven.
So I'm gonna get closer. How far am I now?
You're about 10. With movement speeds being what they are, you're about. You're about. I'm gonna say you're about 100 feet from her at this point.
Not close enough. I need further spells.
Did she move at all last turn?
She moved 30 feet.
Yeah.
I was talking about the thief.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, the thief did. Yeah.
How far did she move away?
Another 30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah,
How
like
far is she from us now,
Oh.
like, in total?
I figured it out.
She's about from the original campground. She's about 150. She's about 150 feet away.
Good to know.
I got an idea. I use Expeditious Retreat to use the dash action and get closer. That would be like another 30 feet.
Well, okay. You have to use your regular actions into dash here because you use your bonus action to cast into cast the spell, but the end result is still the same.
When you cast a spell and as a bonus action, so when the spell applies, you got the dash.
Okay, so yeah, you can just go 90 feet now.
Yeah. Actually,
Damn.
that.
So yeah, you're
Huh?
actually if you
60 feet.
no, but you can go 90 feet if you just want to if you just want to also use your action, and then you'd be practically on top of her.
Okay. Yeah. I use Expeditious Retreat to dash towards the seat, and then I tackle her. Trying
Yeah,
to keep
you're
her
not quite there. She's still 10 feet ahead of you.
Well, I get ready to tackle, but
Yeah.
that will be my turn.
Okay, Gregor.
So wait, so how far am I from her personally? Like, am I also 150 feet?
Yeah, you
From-
are 150. You are 150 feet from her at this point.
I would like to move 30 feet closer using my general movement,
Okay.
and I will cast Spike Growth. I'll try to. I want to try. I'm gonna see if I can would I be able to place it like to cast it just far enough away for it to not affect heaven, but still affect
You're
the cheeky shadow.
You're 100 feet away from Cheeky Shadow, so oh yeah, easily.
All right, well that's what I'm gonna do then.
Okay, so yeah, at this, Cheeky Shadow looks down, sighs, throws down her sword, and just puts her hands up in surrender.
Epic.
Yeah, because yeah, the amount of damage she's taken, this could actually kill her if she tried to get out.
Now we can question her.
What is she like at 1 health? Did I?
Well, she's not there, but she's got less than a quarter of her health left, is what I'll say.
Jeez.
Alright. Yes.
I'm getting powerful with Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast is the best cantrip in the game for a reason.
I also cast Fireball. You know.
There was that, yeah. Oh, but fortunately, urgently, the surrounding plants are not dry enough that you didn't start a forest fire. So, Talos, your turn.
Can I do anything to break the spell on the apple that I'm holding?
Well, at this
yeah.
point you can function as normal. At this point you can function as normal, but you will jealously guard that apple and possibly attack anyone who tries to take it from you.
All right. Well, considering she's, just for shits and giggles, I'm just gonna say Talos wasn't paying attention throughout the whole thing, and he uses action, which boosts his speed from 45 to, I believe, 90, and he bolts straight for the thief.
Okay.
Watch out for the spikes.
Oh, don't worry. It's gonna take another turn to actually get to the thief in his case. Okay, Rudy.
Alright. I'm going to cast a Thunder Step and move 90 feet. And then I'm going to move an extra 30 feet.
Okay.
So I should be 30 feet away from her.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. So, Shiki Shadow. And There's Cox. Oh wow. Like Cheeky Shat, like she looks like she's like reaching for her pocket, but then like when you all just like see her or try to do it, and she just like sticks her hand back up, like she was about to try. All right. Parlay, and like she just like kicks her sword away, and with that she has surrendered. And unless anyone intends to murder her here and now, combat is effectively over.
Yeah. 90% of me wants to kill.
Sela, no.
I personally want to question her.
Yeah, me too.
And then we torture her, and then we kill her.
Jeez Louise, calm down.
You feel alright, Sela?
Like
I am angered.
Look, and okay, I'm just gonna. This is dialogue time, so I'm gonna turn off the music for the moment. And look, yeah, I get you're probably really mad at me, but I assure you it was for a noble cause. And as she says that, at the pixie just flies over and says, "Master, the bag has been secured."
Good job, little one. And then she pats her head and takes the bag.
Like she gets all happy when you pat and you give her the head pats.
A quick question, DM.
Yeah.
Did any of us notice that she was like looking for something? That if she was looking for something in Sela's bag?
You saw her roaming. Well, the rest of you who saw her like the rest of you, like those who have dark vision. So basically, from this distance, it's everyone but Gregor. Saw her rummaging through something, but it definitely saw her rummaging through it, but didn't really see more than that. But Silo, as the pixie relays to you, whatever she was looking for, she didn't find it.
Good, thank you.
Does someone have any rope they can tie her with? I can tend to her wounds so she doesn't bleed out.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Yep, I've got some rope.
I've got hempen rope. Yeah, Talos has rope.
What adventurer doesn't have rope, seriously?
One who doesn't have a bag.
Heaven looks away blushing in embarrassment.
So are we gonna end combat?
Yeah, combat is
over.
Okay. No murder.
But yeah, Talos ties up the tabaxi, making sure they are especially tight that she can't slip out of.
Yeah, I assume you dropped the spike growth at this point.
Yeah. Don't want to get poked by those things.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Like, yeah, I think at this point we can just like delete the tokens. Like, they're not needed anymore.
So Talos ties her up, and I cast Cure Wounds at level 1 on her.
Okay, so you didn't actually draw much in the way of blood. Like the Eldritch Blast mostly just leave burns and bruises, but some of those start to fade.
So you said something about this being for a good cause. Would you mind elaborating?
Well, it's going to improve a life.
Let me guess, specifically yours.
Yeah.
Well,
Roll
at least
insight.
you're honest. I'll give you that.
Can I roll insight on her?
Sure. Yeah, translation, and she's probably getting paid a lot of money for what she just tried to do.
Is she speaking BS about being for a good cause?
Yeah, like, okay, basically, here's what you grasp. It's for a good cause. Yeah, it's going to a noble cause. That cause being making me rich.
Heaven
So it
raises.
sounds.
Heaven,
sorry, go ahead.
Heaven raises an eyebrow and folds her arms. A noble cause, huh? Like getting you higher in the world of thieves?
For the amount that bounty was offering, I'd never have to work again.
Bounty.
What bounty?
No. Oh, you didn't see it? It was like an ad in the paper.
We've been on the road for a bit.
Can you elaborate on this bounty? What exactly are you trying to take off on my friend here?
Well, there was this magic deck of cards that she had. It said she stole it.
Regardless if I sold it or not, Scylla steps forward and glares at the woman. You will not be able to take what is rightfully mine to begin with. I want you to go and tell your friends.
I was gonna give the rest back. I just just need to dig through your bag for the cards.
The rest back. How they work. I mean the 600 gold you were eagerly going to return back to me?
Yeah. Because I'm gonna be honest, I was just looking for the cards. I wasn't looking for your other stuff.
I don't have time to waste with whelps like you. Go back and tell whatever guild or whatever membership clique don't give a fuck where you came from and tell them to stop bothering me and my group. You will not get the item you look for. Even if you come in numbers, we will slay you all the next time I see your pathetic face.
Haven't gawks at CeeLo. Jeez.
And I'll take the pleasure of doing it.
Does that mean you're gonna let me go?
Steel pulls out a crossbow and shoots her leg.
I just healed that leg, damn it. Heaven glares at CeeLo. I just healed that leg, damn it.
You can start walking now.
It's gonna be pretty hard now.
Can you untie me first, please, at least?
Scylla walks away.
Oh my god, CeeLo, did you shoot her in the knee?
No, shot her leg.
The knee is on the leg.
The knee's on the leg.
I shot her thigh.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually, that's doable. It's painful, but it's doable to walk like that.
Lost opportunity for a Skyrim meme.
Damn.
Dead. Absolutely dead.
We better get this rope back to Talos if we're gonna untie her though.
Talos is right here. He's just being silent.
It'd be a shame to waste a good length of rope.
Oh.
In the meantime, Heaven goes and gets her spirit costume and disguise kit, and heads straight back to CeeLo.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Talos helps Shadow back up, to her feet.
Thanks, but thanks, man.
Eh,
Is she almost like that?
no, not really. It's just, well, when you have a bounty on your head, it tends to irritate you. You could imagine.
Oh, well, the bounty was for the cards, not for her. The middleman who hired me made it very clear that I was not to try and fight you all head on.
Well, now you
Yes,
know why.
Well, bounty or no, it's still irritating. But let me just put it this way: you do best not to deal in the man who is after us ever again.
And so I gather.
It's more for your own health, really. Speaking of
Oh,
which,
yeah, sure.
speaking of which, tell us. He says, take a deep breath. And he rips out the crossbow bolt in her leg.
Oh, that's
Heaven,
nice.
Heaven rolls her eyes and casts heal wounds again. Again.
You're with Sealer.
Well, isn't CeeLo nearby?
I mean, we
Is
don't
Sealer-
need to heal her we don't need to heal her again. I mean, it's not like she'll die from a crossbow bolt, right?
Is
Heaven.
Sealer nearby?
Heaven.
Yeah.
Telos is handing
just-
CeeLo back the arrow that he pulled out.
I heard. Yeah, I heard.
I was just going to ask, is Sealer nearby?
Sheila walked away. Now that I can finally talk.
Thank you. Heaven casts Cure Wounds one more time. Says, now try to keep yourself from getting shot, otherwise you will lose both legs.
Right.
And in the... Damn it, Rudy!
Rudy is going to fire off a single shot of magic missile and then say, I did say the next shot would be magic missile. And then she walks away.
Say that, all right.
I'd recommend getting into a different profession. If I ever see you again, it will be the last time I see you.
Right.
Well, you heard it here. We didn't actually get. Well, best leave you on your way. Didn't actually get your name.
Cheeky Shadow, at your service. And she holds out her hands for a shake.
What a name. Telos fine name. He takes her hand and shakes it.
Right. Don't suppose you could tell me where those are, could you?
No.
What do you think?
I'm just kidding. Now, important question. Do any of you think the answer?
No.
Rudy actually does think the answer, but the answer she thinks of is they're in CeeLo's bag. Like, that's literally what Rudy thinks.
Now, this is a meta question, by the way. You're in character, you have no idea this even matters.
I know, but that's literally what Rudy would think if she heard that question.
Okay.
Heaven is
Gregor-
more...
Oh, go ahead.
Heaven is more or less very annoyed at her teammates for trying to undo her act of kindness, and it's just like belting out mental curses at them as she glares at the others, like saying, you screw with me again, I am putting you in a body cast.
Gregor would probably think something along the lines of, I wonder where they are right now.
Yeah, because I think Seal's the only one who actually knows that Brad Sayas went off with them.
Yeah, because CeeLo did it, like, alone.
All right.
He's playing 4D chess.
Well, well, I'll see. Well, I mean, there's a town. Well, there's a town nearby. There's a town nearby. Nearby. I and tavern in there has pretty good ale. I'll maybe drop all off. They're cheap. And she like just starts limping off, like because her right leg in particular like has taken a lot of abuse today.
Hey, you hear that, CeeLo? They got ale, apparently.
Sila's already drinking her ale from a cup.
Have a good evening, Cheeky Shadow. See you soon.
See ya. Like she's weirdly cheerful even when she's in massive pain.
Talis comes back smiling. Well, that was a nice little distraction.
I hope we see her again, but like in a less hostile situation.
I hope we don't see her again.
Speaking of hostile, Heaven grabs her steer and grabs CeeLo by the scruff of her shirt and drags her off.
Rudy is going to intercept this. And step in front of CeeLo.
Do not like this either, personally.
Just because you don't agree with our actions does not mean you can push your agenda onto us.
I'm giving her a disguise.
Then ask, and don't just drag her off. Use your words. You are intelligence. Use it. And Rudy will walk away.
Heaven glares at Rudy, also very pissed. And she shifts her gear to CeeLo. You with me now.
Wait, we can hear you eating. I'm sorry to interrupt you, CeeLo, but I literally could not hear you. I am sorry to interrupt you, but I couldn't hear you because all I could hear was the scraping of a plate.
Having a lot of items were in that bag in particular that were mine and my cherished possessions. I don't really appreciate a thief trying to steal it from me.
And I'm trying to keep myself from going down a dark path. The only way we can both be happy is if you wear disguise. It's obvious.
I'm not.
It's obvious that there must be some sort of image of you if your bag is a target. So if we disguise you, we won't have any issues.
I don't want a disguise. I want to be a target. But now I'm going to change my plans around a bit more.
Then at least give your bag to, I don't know, Rudy or somebody. So this doesn't happen again.
I'm already ahead of you on that.
Good. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna let out some rage. Heaven then storms off, leaving her stuff behind, and several minutes later, you hear loud screaming in the whatever landscape we're on, and like bolts upon bolts of eldritch blast being fired about like a fireworks display.
And Talis just sees and hears all this going on. He's like, "Yeesh, she's a little high strung, isn't she?"
She's mad I shot somebody.
That I just healed, damn it!
You're over there, you don't hear me.
I know, that's just a joke.
I know you like pushing people's buttons, but you know, like...
There is one thing I will not stand, and that is a thief. A thief that steals once will steal again.
It's very true, but it's kind of the reason we have to attract him for now. So, Rudy, here's my plan. I'm gonna hand you all my items except for one item in my bag.
Very well. If you need access, you can just ask.
I appreciate it. So, with that said, I'm gonna dump all my items into the bag except for the tarot cards, including my gold, everything.
Just keep it in your inventory just because that way it's easier.
Oh yeah, I will. But I'm just letting everyone know, including the DM, that that bag only has the tarot cards in it now.
Yeah.
Good to know. By the way, Talos,
Yes.
as you feel a shift in your pocket, like or wherever you stowed the golden apple. You look there, and it's gone.
Am I still charmed by it, or
For a minute, basically.
but yeah,
Can't be charming. You can't see it.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, things change. Yeah, yeah. Basically, once it's kind of works kind of different. Actually, okay, yeah. Basically, you're still charmed by it because Talos was the one to seize it. He's still charmed by it for the next day.
Okay.
Oh God.
But yeah, when Talos notices this, he looks a little furious. He says, "That little bitch stole my apple."
Gregor notices that Talos seems upset, and he sort of like hesitantly is like, "Hey, what's wrong, big guy?"
A thief that steals once will steal again.
I mean, it was her apple first.
No. She stole it. It was Talos' apple.
Honestly, Rudy, you think I would learn from you by now? You're like right 90% of the time, and the other 10% of the time is just sheer coincidence.
Correct.
God damn it. I'm gonna rip her head off the next time I see her.
Then we're in agreement.
Well, to be fair, I'm sure the golden apple wasn't like a real apple. Like Gregor's just trying to calm Talos down, like not realizing that it probably won't work.
I don't care if it wasn't a real apple, it was my apple.
I'll get you a new apple.
Actually, Hope requires the apple first, Rudy.
Rudy's head slowly turns towards CeeLo.
Sheila gives a cheeky smile, trying to shift the conversation.
Well, you heard her. You can have the apple after.
It's not my apple.
Okay.
You see Rudy lift a hand and, like, she can't reach his shoulder, but she does, like, reach up and just pat his arm and then go, there, in a dead
Talos,
monotone.
So, hey, Talos, would you feel any better if I made you like a little replica, maybe?
I'd honestly feel insulted.
It's not the real apple.
Oh, okay.
It
was just an offer.
I want to mention this just for you, Wedward. When we get to town, I do want to try and buy a golden apple.
Okay.
I was saying because I could use channel divinity to make one. Because potentially.
Well, actually click on your click on your channel divinity thing, just so I can see. I mean, you're gonna need. I mean, you're gonna need some gold to work with as the raw materials, but but you can. Also,
well, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah,
just a
right.
little in response to heaven.
Well, I'm just saying, Talos, the offer's on the table.
And as I said, I would feel insulted. Anyway, Evan's probably going to be screaming her head off horse for the next couple hours, so let's all just try and get some sleep.
Rudy, can you stay at watch again?
Do we get a long
On it.
rest?
You do, yes.
Well, that's for the this.
So I see, and ooh. That could be interesting. Right, so you guys are around here-ish. Okay, so you set off. Talos, you're still mad about losing the apple for the next day, and then it wears off the following day.
All right. What are we all gonna do when we get to Lundrock?
I'm going
Like,
to
we'll say for
buy.
purposes-
I'm going to buy.
no, go on. Go ahead.
I'm going to buy an entire bookstore.
My
You're
friend's
gonna what?
bookstore.
That depends.
Well, I need to go there anyway. Maybe we can go shopping together for it.
Sure.
Talos just says, honestly, I've got so much gold at this point, I might just buy myself a stay at the premium bathhouse.
That sounds like a good time.
I have 13 gold pieces.
Yeah. So, the rest, the rest of the rest of the so the rest of the journey passes without incident, and eventually you find yourself making your way back into Lundruck after what feels like years, but has really only been like 2.5 months.
How long has it been for me?
Never been here.
2 months.
Oh, this is different.
Yeah, this is a
Okay.
different city. This is a different city.
Ah, I see.
Never thought I'd feel happy to be back here.
It is home to me anyway.
So what shall we do first? Check in on our home to make sure no drug lords have called it our home now, or shall we go talk to Brycea?
You mean Hilna? Because Brycea
Sorry.
is... Yeah, Brycea
Sorry.
has lost her wins. You have no idea where she is.
Sorry, just Talos is tired. He He loves his family, but he hated being there for so long.
Yeah.
DM.
Yeah.
What city was the cleric temple in again?
Pegos.
Okay.
Yeah, so different city, which the party does also have some business there if they wish to pursue it at a later juncture. But right now, you are choosing to do stuff here instead.
I just wanted to check.
I want to go see my family. If you guys want to go see Hilna, that's fine. I'm just letting you know what my plans are.
Well, considering recent endeavors, it's probably a good thing if we all stick together. So
Yeah, Celia, you especially should not be by yourself.
Rather
Sure.
not cause unnecessary trouble if I can avoid it.
yeah,
was gonna say that she was gonna head back to the house and see if everything's fine, but she can go solo. While the others do business with Hilna.
So where's everyone going then? Just
Yeah. So Silo's going to her family's house, and Heaven's going to the party's house.
everybody else going to Helena then?
It's up to you guys.
eh,
I'm just letting you know what my plans are.
Rudy
I'll
is,
probably head in Hilna's later.
Rudy is following Silo cause books.
Books.
fair enough. So yeah, I guess I'll personally say Talus will go and report into go report into Hilna because we were away for a while.
And Gregor will come with because he doesn't really have anyone to see here in particular.
Yeah.
Well, you can go with
Okay.
Heaven. Gregor, you just go with Heaven.
Sure.
Talos will be a very short trip with what he's going to do.
Just have in mind.
Heaven doesn't.
Okay, so I will separate you all into groups and just put you where you are going.
Actually, I don't think Gregor's ever been to our house.
Yep,
No,
which is
that's
you have not, which is why I let's see. You are going here, and you two are going here. Okay, so we'll start with Talos, just because top to bottom.
So yeah,
So-
I'd say it takes Talus a bit to remember where exactly Lady Hilna's place was, but he eventually finds his way there.
Yeah, and eventually, like you ring yourself in, and you go to the door, and you see her. You see her. You see her at her desk, just working as ever. Just a little halfling woman. Yes, can I help? Talos. It's been hadn't heard from you. The job was taking longer than I expected. I was beginning to worry.
Well, we got sidetracked. Let's just say that.
Well, that's great. Did you find it?
It being
The temple.
yes, we found it.
Okay, good. Tell me everything.
All right. Well, Talos pulls up a chair. Get comfy.
Right, and for the sake of brevity, I'm assuming you tell her everything.
Yeah.
I mean, except for the Silo cards location.
Yeah, he wouldn't tell. He wouldn't tell that. No.
Yeah, so her eyes get wider and wider as you basically describe. You kind of got pulled into a local war. Oh wow.
Suffice to say, things got out of hand.
So they did. My goodness, I'm so sorry. I never thought sending you on this job would go so elaborate. Right. Well, you've done a magnificent job, and well, the area is cleared in danger. Maybe I can take a trip out there myself at one point. But of course, there is the matter of your payment. And she pulls out a bunch of abacuses. Gonna have to factor in a lot of hazard pay now. Like, and you just hear like clacking.
Yep.
Okay, what's the multiplier for getting pulled into a war? Okay. Hey, give me a moment. And she just starts pulling up a paper and starts just doing a bunch of multiplications, and it's like, oh, okay. And so for all that, a sum total of 20,000 gold will be your payment.
Which would be about factoring
For the whole team, not for just you.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Seems like that premium spa day is a little more realistic than I thought.
Goodness, I need one of those.
Perhaps you should come with us.
Maybe. We'll see if I can get any time off, let me tell. No mean feat lately, let me tell you.
Well, the offer's open. We still have a lot on our plate that we need to take care of, but for now, we're all just trying to de-stress.
Sounds like a good idea. By the way, I think I forgot to ask this. None of your other friends were hurt, right?
Approached by whom?
Just in general? Like, because, well, only you came to see me.
Oh no, they're fine. They all went off to do their own thing. I just figured I'd come here and report everything since, well, I wouldn't dally too much.
All right, I'll have the chest of gold delivered to your house. It should be within a couple of hours.
Much appreciated.
All right, and if you make any small talk, that can happen later.
Yep. But when all it's said and done, small talk or not, Talos would go to find Rudy and CeeLo.
Right. Speaking of whom, we'll move to them next. So, CeeLo, you knock on your door?
I do, but on the way there first, Sela would be looking ahead, leading Rudy around the city until they got to the house or into the estate. And without looking to her in particular, just still leading around, Sela would mutter, "Thanks for that, for yesterday." And then she would knock on the door.
And hey, and like again, the old the butler comes out and opens it. Ah, Miss Wright, I come to visit again. Good, and no doubt, and I see, and I'm glad to find you no worse for wear. I take it you wish to see your parents.
I would, if you can kindly lead me to them.
Uh, 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 See, your mother, I believe, is in the garden, and your father should be up in his office.
Lead me to my mother first, if you can.
Very well. And he leads you out back to what Rudy is the most elaborate garden you've ever seen. Like, even the elven noble family that you're from, the LSAs, even they don't have anything like this. Like, it's elaborate. There's a bit of a mist that's you can tell is enchanted to just always kind of hang over it. The ponds and trees are sort of manicured into funny shapes, and you're pretty sure you see and you're pretty sure you see like you're pretty sure you see a few little sprites and pixies just flitting around.
I do think Rudy is in the restroom still.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I know she didn't reply to me earlier, so I assume she's in the restroom still.
yeah. Well, in any case, big fancy girl. In any case, big fancy garden. Your mom sitting in the middle, drinking tea.
Sula would almost like as a part of practice to her or ingrained in her, she would gracefully like step over to her and carefully takes a sit down.
Sula, she just gets up and hugs you.
Well, not in front of people, please.
Of course. You've been you've been gone long enough that I was beginning to get worried. How are you doing?
I guess I could be better. I had a lot of fun.
That's always important.
And I made a little bit of money. I'm sure we're getting our payment soon to our place.
Always quite important. She just taps her nose and grins. Just taps the side of your nose.
Right.
So, tell me all about it. And she pours you and Rudy some tea.
Well, it's a lot to go over, and Sula is gonna paint a picture of the Valley of Life or Death, like to her words. You see, it's a great valley with many interesting creatures, and mostly docile. There wasn't anything too dangerous. We handled what we could. We head to a mysterious temple, which was completely safe and nothing wrong in there either. That's where we found.
Who's gonna roll insight? So roll deception because and you need to beat a 19.
It's possible.
Oh yeah, I know you're.
Oh no, it's not.
Raises an eyebrow.
Sheila makes a small laugh as she notices her mother's mannerisms did shift. Well, we're fine.
So I see. And well, your friends are all fine from this perfectly safe temple, I should hope.
Yes, we made sure of that. We're all back in one piece. A few scratches, a few bruises, but in the end, it was an adventure.
That's very nice to hear. And imaginary not so imaginary friend of yours. Did you make any progress on that?
I finally talked to her, and
that's wonderful.
She's a very powerful being, but she is someone I can trust and appreciate for.
She's gonna roll insight on you again. Wow, she's getting really good insight checks. So,
I guess that would be deception. I'm not too sure. I wasn't technically lying, But
Oh yeah, but like she's more like inside checking. Like is her daughter being naive right now?
oh, okay,
Yeah.
probably. I'm not even gonna deny that.
Yeah. I see. Well, I don't suppose there's any way. I don't suppose there's any way I could meet her. You know, I love to meet my daughter's friends.
Well, Rudy's here, and she's one of my closest friends I got that I can see.
I know. I believe we have met before. Or just nods to Rudy.
Rudy nods back.
Yeah. Like, yeah, like she gets you. You're the quiet type. If you don't socialize much, like she gets that.
All right.
So I'm just giving
but-
you guys an update on my adventure.
Yeah, but yes.
How have you and father been?
And well, it's actually very strange. About a week ago, we actually got a visit from priests of the Temple of Jergal.
Is something the matter?
Well, they were asking. Well, as a matter of fact, well, maybe we're not sure. They were asking about you.
Huh? What could they possibly want about me?
I just I don't know. They're asking where you were, what your habits were, or what your dealings were. I think we did a pretty good. I believe we did a good job deflecting them.
I would hope so. Father does have a silver tongue, especially if he married you.
Indeed. She kind of rolls her eyes a bit at that.
Scylla just cracks a smile at that. Well, if that's the case, maybe I should see father too and see what's going on with him. Though,
Right.
if the priests are coming here, best if I don't stay around.
Well, they only came once, and so, of course that was when you weren't here. I don't know if they would want to see you personally.
That's correct, but I'm a kind of person that doesn't like to be found so easily, if you understand.
I have ever known that about you, my girl.
Well, I'll go see father.
Yes.
Take
And
care,
like,
Mom.
yeah, and so she smiles and just like waves her fingers at you, and and then you head back, and then you head back in. You head back up, and your father is in his office. It's like he's got this huge pile of paperwork he's kind of just getting through at his desk.
Hey, father. I'm home.
Indeed. It, did the adventure treat you well, Dilo?
That's not the type of reaction I was expecting. Is there something gonna matter?
Possibly, but we'll get to that. Are you well?
I am. We came back and had a marvelous adventure. If I missed some details, Mom can probably clear you in on that.
And I shall hope so. Tell me, what business might the Temple of Jergal have with you?
CeeLo looks left to right as if she is trying to make a show of pondering and trying to figure out what they could want. And she hums a bit, still thinking. Honestly, I have no clue.
Okay, out of character, or would Silo have put it together at all?
Oh yeah, 100%. Especially when they mentioned Jagal was the one who like imprisoned her. That
Yeah.
was mentioned.
Cool. Roll deception.
Yeah. Shit.
You need to beat a 17.
Ah!
Yeah, you could. Unfortunately, you were never very good at lying to your parents.
They knew me too well.
Yeah. Silo, what did you do?
Are you sure you wish to know that, Father?
Good point. How bad could this be?
They could kill me.
Wonderful. This is exactly what I was worried about.
I don't see the issue. Can't you just buy a resurrection?
Rudy has the right idea.
Well, then...
You will forget often that Rudy it comes from high society. Like,
we can, but that's a little tricky to pull off when you anger the god of death, which is what I presume you must have done something like that.
I'm surprised he got me, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what could have angered him.
Roll deception.
it's probably...
Yeah, okay, you're gonna need to beat a 22.
Oh my god!
They keep rolling so high, I'm sorry.
It's probably...
Silo's not having a good day.
What was that, Rudy?
Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell me, Silo? Uh-oh. Well, now you know that. Now you know you've angered a god enough that his priests are asking questions. What do you intend to do?
My course hasn't changed. It's just a few baggages came on the road.
Indeed. And what progress have you made on this course?
Would you stop fiddling with your dice? It's very distracting.
Alright, sorry.
Okay. I saved her.
Her being...
Father, would you really want to know?
And this her was someone that, and that the clergy of Jagal would rather not have been saved?
That is correct.
Is this some ancient curse thing?
No, it's not. As far as I know. I mean, it's definitely not.
So what is your course of action now?
To revive her.
No.
Is this the part where you ask me to pay for a resurrection?
No. It's not that kind of resurrection.
Not mortal, then.
I would never ask you for that much money, Father. The weapon was nice and it saved my life. But this is something I have to do.
And he's gonna roll insight, and I don't think you need to roll deception again.
No, not for that.
Yeah. For once in his life, if he can't get a read on you. Let's see. Then is there anything you would need to eat from me? What is your plan?
for you to know that I'm still alive.
Well,
I don't need anything from you for this time, Father. Nor do I hope I would need anything from this family right now. I don't want any ties between you and what I'm about to do.
well, if all you want is for me to know you are alive, then I'm happy to play that part. I am very happy to play that part. That part.
As I figured you would be. You and your mother were very caring to me, and I love you. Both of you.
We love you too.
So, I'll have to head out soon, and likely leave the city again.
Of course.
We both know it's not safe for me to be here alone.
As much as I might wish it was otherwise, you're right about that. What is your destination?
CeeLo spins as she turns away from him, and she says out loud in a proud, hearty voice, even, "I have no idea."
Preferably somewhere without
Oh.
cultists.
Well, that appears to be this. Well, she looks at you like, what a odd non sequitur. That appears to be here. That appears to be here lately. They seem to have just gone.
Now, but they will be back. Once there are cultists, there are always cultists.
So far, Rudy's about 80% right about cultist predictions. I trust her on that.
Oh, great. He just he just stares off into the middle distance and like on his desk, he just pulls a bottle. He just out from under his desk, he pulls a bottle of whiskey and a couple of glasses, and he pours himself a little bit, drinks. Like,
that is an accurate reaction.
Yes. Like, it's just the reaction of a father who realizes that his daughter's job is even more dangerous than he thought it would be.
I don't plan on dying, Father. So I'll be back to see you guys when it's all over. Or even beforehand.
Try. Well, I suppose that's all I can hope for. Try not to blow up the city on your way out.
I'm not that destructive yet.
Wait, what do you mean yet? And that's what we'll cut off.
Come on,
Okay.
Rudy. Let's head out.
Last but not least, Gregor and Heaven arrive, and you make your way over to the house at Crimson Rome. I actually didn't know who'd be coming here, so I actually haven't sorted the tokens yet. Give me a moment. I'm gonna turn off the lighting. It's honestly not super useful here.
Let's see if we can find our tokens.
Yeah, bottom left.
Is my token on this? Oh, there he is. Hello.
Yeah. So as you both open the door, you actually notice two letters that have been sort of just shoved under the door. One of them has been addressed to Rudy, and the other one has been addressed to Talos.
I guess we'll set those on the table. Heaven replies as she puts the letters on the table. My mail is coming by air.
And
You still getting mail here?
What'd you say, Gregor?
Hey, you still receiving mail here while you're out adventuring?
Yes. That is part of the purpose of a home.
We better not forget to grab these and give these to Talos and Rudy before we go.
That's why I set them here. In the meantime, I'm gonna go check on the Faru. Feel free to find a room that you can claim as your own.
Yeah. I don't actually remember. Whose whose rooms everyone's were.
I know where Heaven's is.
Yeah, like I know where yours was because your token was still in there when I was cleaning it up.
Yeah. So Heaven makes her way to her room.
Gregor tries to like figure out what rooms are unoccupied.
Fortunately, there's a conveniently empty room. Because Rudy doesn't live in there.
Oh yeah, there's cultists.
Yep.
So which one would that be?
Okay, yeah. All right, so, well, first things first, living quarters are upstairs. Again, I don't remember whose were whose, so for now, I'll just say this one's yours.
All right.
There's a
Actually, that one's mine.
Oh, okay. Talos, do you remember which one was yours?
Let me scan everything for a bit.
There's a reason I put your icons on the rooms in followers.
Oh.
I would, if I remember correctly, Talos claimed the little bed in the room here as his room.
This one, okay. So, yep. So, Gregor, you can have this one or this one.
I'll stick with this one.
Okay, you get the room next to Philip. Yeah, and yours is just closest to the lounge. So
Gregor decides to take this time to practice the loot a little bit.
okay. In the meantime, so Heaven, when you get to your room, Nefaru is waiting for you, along with a person you've never seen before.
Heaven first smiles at Nefaru before seeing the woman. Like, who the hell are you?
My name is Arathusa. I believe if you were looking for someone who could explore dreams.
At that moment, Heaven remembers the first letter she sent with Nefaru. Yes, she's trying to figure out how to explain this without revealing Yashak. I was told that a dream druid could interpret these nightmares that I had been having. Ever since I got this, she then pulls out the R2 amulet.
Let me see.
She warily hands her the amulet.
Fascinating. Yes, I certainly would be able to do that. Would you like to get started now?
Of course. What do you need me to do?
Just lie down in your bed.
Okay.
Yes.
Have him make some mental notes
Now-
of Yashak.
Now, 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 have these dreams been happening? Been occurring every night? Every night? It's or how many times have they happened?
DM, help?
You've had it. You've had the dream 3 times. The third one ended with your meeting with Ishak.
I've had it a total of 3 times. It seemed to have stopped with my recent adventure, but the contents of these dreams, they still worry me.
And what might these contents be, if I may ask?
Well,
Actually, do not. it will be easier for you to show me.
Heaven,
Close your
Heaven.
eyes and sleep.
Heaven gulps before doing the same, mentally telling Shaq, you might want to hide.
And eventually, the old dream, the old dream, in going through, the old dream going, in as you remember it again, purple flames engulfing your city, Vienna soaring, soaring high above it, hand outstretched as if about to blast it. Only this time, Arathusa is standing next to you. Well, quite a vivid dream.
Do you know what any of this means?
I well, dream. Well, this all means different things to different people, but I can tell you right now, this is not a normal dream.
It's
Most
not.
most dreams are nonsense, just tricks of the brain as you sleep. This one is clear. And that usually means it's a vision.
Heaven just like goes pale. Can you interpret it?
Flames engulfing a city is usually pretty easy to interpret. It something close to you is at risk.
From the looks of it, my homeland. I've been on a journey to try and save it from a century-long drought by order of my
Yes.
pharaoh.
And she points up. And how did the Witch Queen get involved?
My kingdom is not exactly a fan of Vienna.
Few people are.
We have a special kind of disregard for her. You see, my people believe in a completely different god of magic.
And
The-
do you think this might anger her enough to try and attack it? Then
I'm not real sure. We've hated Vienna for a very, very long time.
100 years.
The out of character, is that 100? Is it that long?
It's been 100 years ago is when Vienna first popped up on the stage, as it were.
I think that's when she appeared. When Artune began to disappear from everyone outside our kingdom.
No, out of character. Artune, Artune has been gone and was gone a lot longer than Vienna was around.
Oh, okay.
Like thousands of years.
You see, we believe in Artune as the god of as the goddess of magic.
Never heard of her.
And well, she holds a special place in my people's hearts, especially since the pharaoh and his family are directed from her bloodline.
Interesting. And the Witch Queen wiping out the last vestiges of a rival, perhaps.
I don't know if Vern ever came across Artune.
Well, my magic helps me enter the dream and make sense of it. You would know the context better than I would. At this point, I'm merely theorizing.
Evan thinks for a moment, then remembers. What about the color of the flames?
Purple, which would mean magic.
Do you have an idea on what kind of magic?
Uh,
Like, is it divine or demonic or something else?
and it's very difficult. It's difficult to tell. I mean, like, signs from dreams are not often so easily slotted into neat little categories, unfortunately. When interpreting them, you often deal with generalities. I can tell you that the fire represents magic of some sort. I could not tell you what kind.
Heaven thinks for a minute. Do you think that this drought that my kingdom's suffering is caused by magic?
Maybe.
But
Again, and that is a question for people closer to the issue than I to answer. I have told you everything I know, and guessed at more than I don't.
Heaven rubs her temples. But who or what could be powerful enough to cause a drought like
Hmm?
that? I wonder if the library here has something.
And like you actually see a shiver of disdain run in cross her face is when you mention libraries.
Heaven raises an eyebrow, but decides to steer away from the subject. Do you have any recommendations on who I should talk to?
In in your homeland, do you have priests of this Artun?
Yes.
I would recommend you talk to one of them. I would also recommend talking to a servant of Vierna if you can. Maybe you might get some information from them.
Heaven balks at the idea, but considering everything that has been happening, she then asks, where am I going to find a priest of Vierna?
You would know better than I. We have no dealings with them.
Heaven thinks for a moment. I wonder if the temple district might have them. I mean, they have a temple dedicated to the mushroom twins. And Heaven was talking about Alar
We
and
got that.
okay. But if that's all, then thank you for helping me address this.
Of course.
Do I need to pay you or?
I have no use for money, but could you direct me to the nearest garden? I have been waiting, and I have been waiting and meditating in this house for 2 weeks.
Heaven thinks about a lot. Out of character, is there a garden at the temple?
The Temple of the Twins is basically just one big garden.
Yeah, Heaven. She goes, I know just a place. Let me see if I got another message via my fiery friend across from us. She goes and checks Nefaru and for any sign of any other letters.
No other letters. You will recall you sent you sent your second letter by a second bird, and only recently. Yeah. In all likelihood, the message you sent your master has not yet reached its destination.
Okay. Heaven then looks to Arethusa?
Arethusa.
Arethusa. Follow me. I know the perfect place for you to meditate. Just let me inform one of my companion that he doesn't know you're here. So I may want to brace him. Just for a minute. She then goes and looks for Gregor.
Listen for the loot.
Roll performance.
The loot shall lead the way.
Not bad.
Epic.
Heaven?
So
Heaven?
So you see a woman that's dressed like and she's dressed like an old crone from the forest, but she looks like she's like no older than maybe her mid-30s or early 40s.
Oh. Hello.
I didn't know you could play the lute.
Well, I like to. I like to tell a lot of stories in my hometown and my home city. So I always say a good soundtrack is very important.
Huh. We should jam together sometime. I am a bard myself. Anyway, this is Arethusa. She's the dream druid I sent a message to a while ago. I'm going to take her to the Temple of the Twins Garden, so just let you know, so you're not spooked.
All right then.
I'm also gonna see if I can find a priest of Vierna. It may help me with these visions that I've been having.
So you think so you're saying they're visions and not just dreams then?
Yeah.
That does appear to be the case.
And and I gotta get in contact with like Vierna somehow. In a way. So I'm gonna talk to one of her priests. Which is gonna be one of the hardest things for me, though considering all we've been through and considering our associates, it may not be a bad idea.
I'm getting a lot of feedback there.
Yeah, you just got cut off there.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're still just getting like staticked out of existence.
Yeah, I just unplugged and plugged my headset back in. I need a new set. Anyway, Heaven says I'm gonna swallow my pride and ask questions. So, are you gonna stay here or are you gonna come with?
I'll come with. Why not?
All right.
Something to do.
All right, off to the Temple District we go.
Yeah. Well, we can do that, but I think you can do that later because we are a few minutes past time. So we will do that next session. I think that's where we were going to leave off for today.
All right. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Night.